Freedom fighters were people who sacrificed their lives selflessly for the freedom of their country. Every country has its fair share of freedom fighter people look up to them in terms of patriotism and love for one's country. They are considered the epitome of patriotic people. A freedom fighter is a person engaged in a resistance movement against what they believe to be an oppressive and illegitimate government. Freedom fighters made sacrifices which one cannot imagine or doing for their loved ones, leave alone the country. The amount of pain, hardship, and opposite they have endured cannot be put into words. The generation after them will always be indebted to them for their selfless sacrifice and hard work. तो आज हम बात करने वाले हैं एक ऐसे स्वतंत्रता सेनानी के बारे में जिसके बारे में हमें आज तक कभी पढ़ाया नहीं गया या जिनका नाम शायद ही हमने कभी सुना होगा। जी हाँ दोस्तों, मैं किसी ऐसे स्वतंत्रता सेनानी के बारे में बात करने जा रही हूँ जिसका नाम शायद आपने ज़रूरी नहीं कि सुना हो। मैं बात कर रही हूँ मावीरान अलगामुथु कोने। वो हमारे पहले स्वतंत्रता सेनानी थे। श्री कोने जी का जन्म सन 1710 में कट्टालानकुलम भारत में हुआ। उनकी मृत्यु सन 1759 में नादुकाटूर इंडिया में हुई। उनकी नेशनलिटी तमिल थी और वह ब्रिटिश ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी के सामने खड़े होने वाले पहले फ्रीडम फाइटर रहे। In the memory of Sri Alagumuthu Kone ji, Government of Tamil Nadu has built his statue. Maveeran Alagumuthu Kone from Kattalanakulam in Thoothukudi district was an early chieftain and freedom fighter against the British presence in Tamil Nadu. Born into a Konar Yadav family, he became a military leader in the town of Itayapuram and was defeated in battle there against the British and Maruthanayagam forces. He was executed in 1759. In the memory, the government of Tamil Nadu conducts a puja ceremony every year on 11 July. A documentary film based on his life was released in 2012. Veeran Alagumuthu Kone was born on 11 July 1710 to Alagumuthu Kone Piyakiyathai in Kattalanakulam village, Kovilpatti in Tuticorin district. He was an Indian revolutionary and Indian independence activist. He is regarded for having raised one of the first revolts against the British India. While many people fought the British Raj, and Alagumuthu Kone was one of the early freedom fighters to arouse public consciousness against foreign rule. Alagumuthu Kone was a general with Itayappa Naikar, a polygar king of Itayapuram. He was a skillful general with Madurai Nayakars, but left the army after some misunderstanding and was eagerly adopted by the polygar king. After they fell better at Itayapuram against the British and Maruthanayagam, Alagumuthu Kone had to flee with the royal family. Kone and his 255 men, including 7 generals, were captured by the British. The right hands of the sepoys were chopped off and Alagumuthu Kone was tied to cannon and blown up in the year 1759. Kone is regarded for having raised one of the first revolts against the British in India. The birth anniversary of Veeran Alagumuthu Kone is celebrated by the government of Tamil Nadu annually on 11 July in Kovilpatti, Tuticorin district. In 1995, a transport corporation was set up at its headquarters at Pudukkottai. On 15 March 1996, government buses started under the name Veeran Alagumuthu Kone Transport Corporation. On the same day, a bronze statue of Maveeran Alagumuthu Kone was erected near Chennai Egmore railway station. On 22nd June 1998, the government decided to bifurcate Madurai district as Alagumuthu district with Thene as its headquarters. One cannot emphasize enough on the importance of freedom fighter. After all, they are the ones because of whom we celebrate Independence Day. No matter how small a role they played, they are very much significant today as they were in those times. Moreover, they revolted against the colonizers so as to stand up for the country and its people. Furthermore, most of the freedom fighters even went to war to safeguard the freedom of their people. It did not matter that they had no training, they did it for the pure intention of making their country free. Most of the freedom fighters sacrificed their lives in the war for independence. Most importantly, freedom fighters inspired and motivated others to fight justice. They are the pillars behind the freedom movement. They made people aware of their rights and their power. It is all because of the freedom fighters that we proposed into a free country, free from any kind of colonizers or injustice.